Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darren. Hope you're all safe and well and having a good stitchy week. As you can see, it's time for Stitch with me. I'm going to be working on Mini Top Frog again. It needs to be done. I didn't get much stitching done yesterday. I had my Zoom and everything, so yes, so we're doing it again on this one. So I hope you don't mind. Next week we'll try and do a different one. So it's pretty warm here at the moment. Well, I say pretty warm. It's 14 degrees, but it's been 14 degrees since last night. It never cooled down much last night. It was pretty warm. And like I say, I was up at 5:30 this morning. It's still pretty warm. So yes, it's crazy. Mind you, we're expecting rain, so whether we get the rain or not is something completely different. It's looking a bit grey outside. I've had to put the main light on, or the big light if you're from the UK, so that I can see what I'm doing. The tiger asleep at the side of me. He wanted to join me when I was setting everything up, but no, you can't sit on me while I'm doing this. He's obsessed. He's becoming a video diva. So I only have one or two questions from my last Stitch with me, which I will go through in a bit. I think it's only 2 questions. I think. I know it's not many. So work update. The new saw is due to be installed this week. So I think it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, I think they said, when the new saw goes in. So that's going to be interesting. Because you know for a fact the boss is going to be in the shed all week because they'll be wanting to play with the new toy. So I said we'll go in on Tuesday. The boss will break it on Wednesday. And then the 2 guys, the 2 guys who will be working on the saw will have it completely broken by Thursday. And then it'll be getting repaired Friday. So we'll see how it goes. I don't have my expectations very high. So apparently the boss who does all the hiring and firing, etc., he's trying to find more staff because he wants 3 people on the new saw at all times. From how it works, apparently, I don't know how good it is, but he's already been and seen one of these saws in action apparently. And the company where he went to, who got one of these saws, they go through a saw blade every day. And it's like, so he's going for a saw that's going to cost him an absolute fortune in saw blades. It's I don't know if it's I don't know what kind of saw it is. Shane did say, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, whichever kind of saw it is anyway, you have to change the blade a lot. So that's going to be fun. Because they moan about having to send the blades off to get, when we get them resharpened, you can get them resharpened so many times, and they send them off like once a month, and they moan about that. Well, now you picked a saw where you're going to have to get a new blade nearly every day. I mean, it might last a bit longer with us. I don't know how much the other company uses theirs. Well, it's used every day, but I don't know how much work they do compared to us. I'm assuming they probably do a lot more. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. So we've had the electrician out there looking for how we're going to connect it all up. We've had some other people there as well, because from the sounds of it, instead of having the what we call the dust extractor machines, this one is just going to pump it straight into either a bag or a bin or something like that. So saves having to keep emptying it every 2 seconds. So we'll see how that goes. The main boss moans about using the bins most times, so if it's going to go straight into a bin, he's not going to like that one, because it's going to cost him money to get it emptied all the time. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know if that's picking up. Ginger's meowing for some reason. What's up, Gingers? He either wants to play or he's trying to get me to feed him again. I'm going to go with the second one. I'll tell you, it's the only thing with winter. Cats won't feed him more often for some reason. Which one are we? This one. Yeah, I'm just trying to park my thread and trying to work out which one I'm in. This one. Oh, no, he's gone to sleep. No, got on the sofa, he's going to go to sleep instead. So as per normal, you'll see me jumping all over the place with this one. He can't make his mind up what he's going to do. He's going to come and lay on the sofa next to the tiger. Fair enough. Shut up. Don't know if you heard that. Ginger sat right behind Tiger and Tiger didn't like it. Not very often Tiger hisses at anyone. Cat fight. Got to figure out now where I am. That's them too. There. Is there a stitch or is that just the... Yeah, that's a stitch. Right. Actually, I've done that one. It's not that one I want. I always forgot to mark it off. This is where I want to be. So I've had the guy who tries so hard, that one, on my saw for the last couple of days. Don't know. Well, he was on there because I took a day off work when I was ill, So he was on there. He likes that saw because it's easier than his saw. So he says. Well, you like it so much you can have it. I hate the thing. So yeah, so I've had him for the last couple of days. So hopefully I don't have him much longer because he's absolutely useless. When he stacks the wood out after it's been cut, it looks like some 3-year-olds, doesn't it? He's just throwing it on a pile instead of stacking it neatly. Yeah, when he's on his own, his packs are always stacked nice and neatly because each one he has to mess around and tap it and whatnot. But with me, he just throws it on. He's like, oh, I'm just trying to keep up. He's like, well, I'm not even feeding any through until you've picked up the ones that you've got there, so there's no need to rush. Well, never mind. That's when you get them for having young kids, I suppose, working with you. They're running about on the news over here that they're up in the minimum wage or something like that. And I was like, ooh, I wonder if I get any more pay. But how it said on the TV is like if you earn under a certain amount and you get a pay rise. Is that before tax or after tax? They didn't say. Because if it's after tax, that means I'm getting a pay rise. If it's before tax, then it means I won't be getting a pay rise. So I'm hoping it's after tax. That's all due to start on the 1st of July, I believe. And then people are moaning it's going to send companies bankrupt for paying staff an extra $1, or well, $1.40 an hour. I reckon a lot of companies will now close or lay staff off because they won't be able to afford it. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's just an excuse for people to shut the doors. Well, to get rid of staff. I suppose it's a good way of getting rid of staff. So Shane's down at his mum and dad's. That's going to sort out. They've got one of these build your own greenhouse things. So you're going to sort that out for them or something. They need something doing to it. Don't know what. I was like, okay. Off you trot. And then from there, he's then going to his sister's. Because it was his birthday yesterday, so we're going there to pick up stuff. I did to Shane what he normally does to me on my birthday. Well, not quite as bad, but normally on someone's birthday, I'll wish him happy birthday first thing in the morning. Shane won't. Every time it's my birthday, he's like, it's not your birthday yet. And he won't say happy birthday to me until about 8 o'clock at night. And it's like, you did know my birthday, even if you go by the UK time, starts at like midday. Well, no, 9 o'clock in the morning, which will be, 9 o'clock in the morning, which will be midnight over in the UK. So you do know, like, my birthday, like, was hours ago. It's like, but yeah, he won't say happy birthday to me until about 8 o'clock at night. So I was going to do that to him yesterday. Anyway, got to bed. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, no. About 2 o'clock, I think. And then I wished him happy birthday. But yeah. I haven't got him anything. I'm just going to give him some money so he can put it towards his tattoo. So I don't know if he's got his money off his sister and that yet. I don't know if his mum and dad. I'm guessing not. I'm guessing that's why he's going to his sisters. So I wonder when he's going to get his tattoo done. It's going to be interesting. If he starts smiling like he did last time, I'm just going to cut his arm off. So I was counting up my votes the other day, well yesterday, for my Help Me Decide video. I want you to help me decide the super side patterns I was going to start next year. Boy, that took me ages. I'll say there was over 300 comments. It took me absolutely ages. I had a tally going off, and there was one clear winner, which wasn't the one I thought it was. I thought there was two that was going to be very, very close. Because every time I saw one pop up on my screen, it was always for those two. And it turned out it wasn't those two that won. One was a landslide win, and second place was very, 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 very close. There was literally, I think, three votes in it. So I will tell you the results of that in my update. But yeah, it took me a while to go through all the votes. Maybe about an hour or so. I was doing that just before. Well, I started it way before my Zoom was due to start. I finished it literally not long before my Zoom started. So yeah, so that was fun. I like doing the Help Me Decide videos. It's fun. It's interesting. Sorry, just knocked the stand. So after my update video yesterday, and I said Blackberry Dragon might fit into my small scroll frame. Tried it, fits perfectly. So awesome. So Blackberry Dragon is in there at the moment. I think I saw a comment from Danielle, Cardiff Stitcher, asking if this one would fit in there. It probably would do, if I trimmed the fabric down. Let me have a look. Excuse me, you might hear a noise, I'm just using the tape measure. So, what's this? Yes, it would. I would have to trim it off, because I've got way too much excess fabric anyway. I'd have to trim this down to the size it's going to be eventually anyway. But yes, this would actually fit in the small scroll rods. But when I kept looking, let's say that one's a 40cm scroll rod, the small one. And most of my projects, the fabric is 60cm wide. So it won't fit, most of them. But a couple of my kit ones, it will fit. I was having a look through them yesterday, and they're a bit on the smaller side, so they'll fit the kit ones. So I've got a couple I can use for that one. So yeah, I haven't tried it out yet. That'll be later on this week when I get around to stitching on Blackberry Dragon. So I've been stitching on this one most of today, so I'm hoping to get close to having page finished. Cat hair on this now. I've probably got loads of cat hairs on here, but never mind. So yeah, I'm hoping to get close to having a page finish on this one. I don't know whether I will or not, because there are a couple of block colour stitching in this bit, so never know, I might be able to get a fair bit in. Might. Then again, I might not. Let's go out of view. There we go. We're all on text time. I can get a proper phone holder again so I can film these properly. I don't like this one at all. It's too flimsy. I mean, it doesn't go high enough to get a feather above so that you can get more of the screening. Well, it can, but it means I'll have to go and sit in a very cold room to do it. It's a good job I was up early this morning. One of the neighbours, I don't know which one it was, or one of the houses, should I say, around here, was blasting music out at 7 o'clock in the morning. It was loud as anything. I was like, really? It's 7 o'clock? It shouldn't be playing it that loud at this time on a Sunday morning. And they were. And boy, was it loud. but I couldn't tell what music it was. All I could hear was a thud, 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 so it obviously had a lot of bass on it. So at 7 o'clock this morning, I thought, well, if they've got the music blaring out, I'm going to vacuum. So I was vacuuming. I know we're a fair bit away from the neighbours, but I don't normally vacuum until I know the neighbours are up. So I don't wake anyone home. I don't know if they can hear the Hoover from their house, or vacuum, however you pronounce it. I don't know if they can hear it in their houses or not. There's a fair way away, but I was like, no, courtesy. I'll wait till they're all up first before I start making a noise. Obviously, the other neighbours didn't care. 7 o'clock in the morning. It was about 5:30 because the cats wanted feeding. And because I wasn't getting up, the tiger decided he was going to play up, so he was attacking the other two and then running around like an idiot. And you get up and he's all nice as pie and being nice to the other cats, and he's like, yeah, you would do, you little bugger. I had to laugh the other day. Shane got a KFC. And he got it in a great big bag. So it was the day I was off sick. So he called in at KFC on the way home and got his tea. Yeah, they come in a great big bag. Well, you know what cats are like, they like bags. So managed to get it onto the floor and then they were playing in it. Then Tiger went to sleep in this KFC bag. So in a brown paper bag, fast asleep. Oh, I've got to take a picture of this. So just as I took a picture, he woke up. So what you see is this cat's head sticking out of a brown paper bag. But yeah, so I was like, alright then. And then he just went back to sleep again afterwards. The simplest way to entertain a cat, give him a cardboard box or a bag. Right, what have I done with my phone? It's around here somewhere. I'll look for there we go. I'll look for the questions. I think I've only got 2. I think. Oh, well, I was going through the folks yesterday. Someone was like, yeah, why don't you just start 24 projects in 2024? I was like, yeah, just to add to my 50 odd projects that I've already got. Yeah, why not? Another one said they would, because obviously there were 6 choices on the other one. They said they would choose 0 and 7. If you want to start a new Haid, why not try Wise Old Owl in a mini version? Right, so yes, I have 3 questions. So, first one is from Danielle, Cardiff Stitcher, who asks, do you have a favourite thread colour and a thread colour you dislike? Favourite thread colour? Anything orange. I do like 666, so that's the bright red. I like that colour as well. But yeah, I don't think I've really got a favourite one. 666 probably. Most disliked colour? Black. Mainly because when you're stitching with black you can't see where you're bleeding going. But yeah, probably black's the colour I don't like the best. I know nearly every single pattern has a load of black in them. I know, but the Dragons of the Swat with what, 250,000 black stitches to do. But yeah, for some reason, when I'm stitching with black, I just find it harder to get them as neat, the stitches as neat, or I keep missing the hole where it needs to go down. So yeah, black would probably be my least favourite colour. As it stands. Where are we? Nope. I think I've marked 2 colours off that I don't need to mark off. That's that bit, so there you go. I'll have to look into that one later on. Yeah, I seem to have marked 2 colours off that. Didn't need marking off, well, 2 stitches that I haven't even done. Oops. Never mind. Second question again from Danielle. As I mentioned, Shane says he is nearly officially old because he turned 39 yesterday. So she wants to know, does that mean that anybody over the age of 40 is classed as an old? I think, will it? So I mean, and all those of us who are 40 plus are officially old, the cheeky bugger. Yes, it does. He will gladly tell me I'm an old fart. He's always saying I need hearing aids. I said, no I don't. I've had my ears tested, my hearing's perfect. He needs hearing aids. He's deaf as a fart. You say something to him and he's like, what? I think he has more aches and pains than I do. He's always moaning about something. So yeah, welcome to getting old, Shane. The last question I've got is from Rachel Morton. Now, in my last Stitch With Me, I mentioned about the, was it Stitch Pal? Yep. And she asked, the app I'm referring to, Stitch Pal, available on Android? Yes, it is. It's available for both Apple and Android. So yeah, you just search in your Play Store for Stitch Pal. It should show a picture of a bobbin. I think it's a bobbin. I'll show you the picture in a minute. Let me just get to where I need to be, and then I'll show you. me just bring that up and I'll show you what the app looks like. He says. So, right, where are we? I'm hoping you can see this. There you go. That's what the Stitch Pearl app symbol looks like. Well, that's on Apple. I'm assuming it looks exactly the same on Android as well. So it's just like a little bobbin with SP in it. So, yes, so that's the app that you're looking for. And just remember to try and put your stitching in daily, because I keep forgetting. That was all the questions they had. I don't have any more. Oh, actually, I think it was on one of my updates. I saw one. Someone asked what was happening with college. Or it could have been an email. I can't remember now. Someone asked what was happening with college. So at the moment, I haven't had a chance to go and find out about college. So far nothing's happening with college. I really should go and find out about it, but I haven't yet. I will do. The thing is, you can't organise to do anything because I never know what time Shane's going to be back. Obviously, we're doing his deliveries, so I never know when he's going to be back in order to sort out going down to the college to have a word with them. No, obviously it's July now, so that's when we get, I think, most of our orders that have been waiting to go out, sent out, because as I say, our tax year runs from July to June, so when it comes towards the end of June, people like to hold off from getting any deliveries, because it means once they get the deliveries, they've got to pay. So a lot of them kind of hold off, so they get that a little bit longer, because I think the invoices don't go out till the end of the month or something like that. So they don't order any, they don't get their deliveries in June to wait till the beginning of July, because then they don't get the invoice till the end of July, and then they've got 30 days to pay for it, so it's not in the same tax year or something like that. So yes, so that means they will be busy this week shipping out all the stockpiled orders that we've got in the shed. And seeing as we've got the new saw coming in, I'm guessing the main boss will not want to be going out, because I'll be wanting to play with that, so I'll be getting Shane to do everything. So Shane will be running around like an headless chicken for the next week. Unless the main boss decides to do a couple of big runs, because he has the bigger truck, so he might do a couple of big runs on Monday, so we can get like big bulk orders out the way, and then he's free for when the new saw comes in, so he can stay in the shed and play and shout at people because it's not doing what he wants it to do. And always makes me laugh. Every time they get a new saw put in, the person always gives a demonstration of how to work it, so everybody knows how it works and how to do stuff on it. And then you do it how they tell you, and then the main boss comes up and it's like, no, it's wrong, you need to do it this way. It's like, no, we're doing it how we've been told to do it by the people who built the saw. No, that's wrong, it needs to go like this, because he always knows best. I was terrible at stuffing stuff up. The son who does hiring and firing hates it when he's in the shed. he's always trying to get him out in the truck. Because you can guarantee when the main boss is in the shed, things get stuffed up, or he has arguments with people. So watch this space. I'll give you an update next week on what happened. And if the new story is still in one piece. But my guessing is probably won't be. What we got so far? 42 minutes. Oh, that's not too bad. This man back still hasn't eaten up any. It's kind of not too bad at this end, but it still looks like a miss. And yes, look at that great big long curry. Where was I up to? Here. It's been good when I'll load all this up for one stitch. Be good when I get this top row done, because once I move that up I can fit the remaining of the pattern on here, so I can colour complete for ones where I've only got like 10 stitches or whatever. Because that's what drives me batty, because I've got that many threads on my thread drops. Ring thing, it's ridiculous going through them all trying to get to the colour you need. Yes, they're in numerical order before anyone says anything. It's just going to make it a lot easier getting half of those colours off there. Get everything onto one ring instead of the 2 rings I've got using at the moment. All that for one stitch, ridiculous. Well, these reeds, or whatever they are, part of the waterly, they are so comfortably heavy. It's crazy. Oh, we've got a couple of stitches of this one, that's alright. we start with this one here. Some rotating. I've got to tighten my stand up. Again, apologies if you hear my phone. Oops. Right. There was a big accident near us. When was it? Beginning of last week. 2 young kids got killed. Well, 2 young kids, 2 17-year-olds. One was from here, one was from another town. And we don't know which lad it was. One of them decided they were going to overtake another car, truck, whatever, on a hill. And the speed limit through that area is 100 k's an hour, or about 70 miles an hour for those in the miles speeds. And they had a head-on crash at the top of the hill, as the other one was coming one way, and the one that decided to overtake. They had a head-on crash, and both drivers were killed. So yes, both of them only 17, which is such a shame. That's the only thing, unfortunately, because over here you don't have to go through driving schools or anything like that, or you get the idiots who just decide to take things into their own hands on how to do stuff. They don't learn how to drive properly. Anyone knows that you don't overtake on a hill because you can't see what's coming over the other end. Because most of them, and most people over here are just taught by the parents. So the parents just tell them to get in the car and drive. So they don't. No offense to those anyone over here who was taught the kids to drive, but a lot of them just tell the kids just to drive, and the parents really don't tell them much as they're driving. And that's why it's always best to go through driving school, because you get taught how to use the roads properly. Yes, I know. Even if you do go through driving school, when you pass your test, 9 out of 10, what you learn in the driving school goes out the window. It's like in the UK, I don't know if it's the same way over. In the UK, when you're learning to drive, you're not allowed to cross your arms when you're driving. Your hands, you've got to feed the steering wheel through your hands. I don't know if it's the same way you live. So yeah, you have to feed the steering wheel through. As soon as you've passed your test, first thing you do is start crossing your hands because it's easier. Yeah, when I learned to drive, you always have to have your hands on the steering wheel, either 10 to 3 or 10 to 3 or Yeah, 4:45. If you look at your steering wheel as a clock, that's how I was taught you had it. That's how you had to drive, even through your test and everything. If you crossed your arms through the test, you generally got a mark put against you. I don't know if it's changed now, as I say. Mind you saying that, my auntie, she still used to drive like that, up until she passed away. So, I mean, she'd been driving 50 odd years. And she still used to feed the steering wheel through her hands. She never crossed her arms when she was driving. The beast is coming back. Tiger. So that means she's probably going to try and get my knee in a minute. Mind you, nearly at the end of this stitch with me anyway. Because you just know he's going to jump up and want the fuss. So if things get knocked any second, do apologise. It's Tiger. It's Tiger's fault, not mine. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Someone's having a race out there. You probably can't hear it on the camera, but yeah, people are racing around it. They'll have the sounds of it. Obviously, nothing better to do on a Sunday. It sounds like they're coming this way, actually, so you might hear him in a bit. Hang on, Tiger. I thought you'd be coming for a fuss. Hang on. Right, okay. So it looks like Tiger's ending my stitch with me early. Oh, you missed. There you go. So yes, so it looks like Tiger's ending my stitch with me early. So I'm going to leave it there then, guys. So if you do have any questions or comments, then please feel free to drop those down below. So we did 238 stitches, so not too bad. Oh, hang on. There, sorry. Got a cat peeping. So yeah, if you do have any questions or comments, please leave those down below. Again, you can email me. Email address as always is dizzystitcher@gmail.com, or I am on Facebook as Dizzy, Instagram even as Dizzy Stitcher, or on the Facebook group. So again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. And until my next video, take care, stay safe, happy stitching, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.